If there's anybody that has over-married, it's me, without a doubt. I knew who Mary was, and then I found out that we were going to be working at the same camp, summer camp, called Camp Geneva. And so when I found out she was there, I had my little plan together with how we'd get to know each other. I actually proposed back at camp, and on the lifeguard stand where we first got to know each other.
We traveled a bunch, and we enjoyed sleeping in and enjoyed life without kids, but always knowing that we were definitely going to have kids.
Yeah, I've always felt though that God was preparing us for something, and I've never known what it was until the girls were diagnosed.
I remember we were driving back from Cleveland to Grand Rapids. I remember him saying something big is going to happen to us.
We knew something was wrong with Kate, probably at age 1 or so.
I would say around her first birthday, when she started to walk. I remember sitting her on the floor. I wanted to see it for myself, sitting her on the floor, and she tipped over. I thought, you know what, this is not right.
Well, I noticed right upstairs here, there was some bloodshotness in Kate's eyes. And I remember doing some research on the web about a disease called Ataxia-Telangiectasia. And I read about it briefly online, and then I just shut it down. We went through one CT scan, we went through one MRI, and nothing. They found nothing. And then we were finally diagnosed at University of Michigan with what's called a vestibular disorder, which is an inner ear dysfunction.
It was her 2-year appointment. We went to Dr. Kutzier's.
Yeah.
And we asked the question, point blank, do you think it could be this? And he said no, he didn't think so.
But I distinctly remember going back to work, shutting my door, and crying in my office. And so I got back online and just did some extensive research on AT. And that's probably the first day that my denial went away. I remember I had a haircut appointment, and same place I went for 5 years. And I was just numb because I knew in my mind that was it. And I've never gone back. Never gone back. That's a painful place for me. And they're probably wondering, where the world did Dave go? So that was the start of our journey.
Yep, it was.
That day, and I remember coming home to Mary, and
I did too.
right
You
there,
closed the door.
I closed the door and I said, "Sweetie, I think that's what it is. I think it's AT." And there's a simple blood test that's a good marker.
And I said, "We're going now."
We're going now.
We're
So
going
we
now.
found a clinic in town that was open at 6, 7 o'clock at night, and we got the blood drawn at probably
then.
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then got the results back, and we knew. When Kate Kate was diagnosed, we knew it was genetic, and that there was a 25% chance that Abby or Olivia would also have AT. And I was so convinced, we were both so convinced that Olivia was fine. She just presented differently. She had big, bright eyes.
Presented more like Abby did.
More like her older sister. As time went on, our confidence in the fact that, she was okay and healthy, only strengthened. And then I think you started wondering alone, and I know that your mom started, and probably my mom started kind of wondering all to ourselves, did we see some balance issues with Olivia? And then one day, all of our thoughts kind of converged, and we're like, uh-oh, no, can't be. So this was November. We took her in to get blood tests done. You would think that, you've gone through it once, that the pain would subside and would ease, but no, it
was double the pain.
It was double the pain.
It was double the pain.
So we went through it all over again, and we've often wondered why did it present itself that way, and I don't have the answers to that. Why were we so convinced? And then I don't know. But here we are. We celebrate the small things. I'll tell you that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The little things are the big things.
Yeah.
I don't think before, maybe with Abby, we just looked at the big things. We were very competitive. And Kate, every little thing is a big thing. Did you learn about the Herdmans yet?
Yeah.
Yeah? Kate, how was school for you?
Good.
We have just learned to savor every moment and every experience.
We do not look into the future
No.
at all.
I think we're better people sitting here today than we were before the girls were diagnosed.
We could care less about material things
Yes.
that used to be important,
Yeah.
and now they
They don't
are
matter.
They're totally meaningless, which is what a great gift that has been.
That's with me.
You're right. O starts Olivia, too. A stranger rode into town. He stopped his horse. Look, there's his horse. In front of a store. The windows were boarded.
We don't know what's going to happen next. Like we said earlier, we'll focus on
today.
what's going to happen this afternoon. And, sometimes it's tough to talk through.
Right. And we don't know what's going to happen. I think if Abby asks what's going to happen, to this, we don't know. And I don't feel comfortable saying this is what Kate's going to look like in 6 months because God willing, maybe not, or if there's a cure. So I don't think I can definitively
we
say
have
that.
so much hope.
We do.
And we're not going to,
No.
as nasty as this prognosis is, we're not going to give in to it.
Bald eagles. They're right. They're bald eagles.
They're not sea eagles, they're bald.
Look, they're really big. See, they're really big. You see them, Levy? Where?
They talk about a peace that passes all understanding. That's kind of what we're feeling right
Absolutely. I think we have such a peace that God, we have been so blessed, and that is the biggest gift right now, that He's given us that peace. And knowing that when the girls get to heaven, they're not going to have AT, and that's where they're going to spend eternity. What do you like to do, Kate?
Play in the snow.
now. Plan this.
What do you like to do in the snow?
Make snow angels.
That's fun. What would be your very perfect day if we said you could do anything you want today? What would you do?
Tickle Abby.
Tickle Abby. That would be your perfect.
With Dad.
With Daddy.
Yeah, Abby, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A hairstylist.
A hairstylist. Anything else?
No.
Livy, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Cinderella.
Cinderella?
What are you gonna do when you're Cinderella?
But I like that.
Oh, you look pretty in glass slippers. What do you want to be when you grow up, Kate?
A teacher.
Like who?
Mama.